Both Cricket 19 and Cricket 22 proudly carried the official Game of the Ashes branding, which is noticeably absent from Cricket 24. This might be because they missed the deadline to align with the Ashes series. Now moving on to player models, as you can see on screen, Cricket 24 takes a big leap in visuals. The hair and beard physics look more realistic, the skin tones are more accurate, and overall the players appear more lifelike. In contrast, Cricket 22 feels a bit pale and dull even compared to Cricket 19, which in my opinion actually looks better than Cricket 22. Take Stuart Broad for instance, can clearly see how Cricket 24 wins this round as expected. During gameplay, Cricket 19 has some quirks, especially with the player models. The characters have a bobblehead appearance with disproportionately large heads and small bodies, which can be quite distracting. Thankfully, both Cricket 22 and Cricket 24 moved away from this and feature more natural proportions. When it comes to batting styles, Cricket 19 offers 5 distinct styles, Cricket 22 bumps it up to 6, and Cricket 24 takes it further with 7. Similarly, Cricket 24 also has more styles in bowling, be it fast bowling, wrist spin or finger spin. Looking at the matchmaking menus, Cricket 19 stands out with its darker green theme, which gives the interface a clean, polished feel. It offers 3 tabs for selecting teams, uniform and match settings, and it even has a neat feature that the others lack, a rain setting. You can enable showers, which guarantees rain during the match, adding an extra layer of strategy with Duckworth system. The game's presentation is top-notch too. From the start, Cricket 19 pulls you in with hype-inducing highlight packages and the most detailed toss sequence seen in Big Ants games. Overall, it's a polished, well-rounded package. In Cricket 22, however, the visuals take a step back, the colors look muted and the game goes for a more subdued, realistic tone. Before matches, the national anthems play, but the toss presentation feels underwhelming. There is no referee or commentator shown on screen, only the umpires, which makes it feel a bit lifeless. The rest of the presentation is similarly dull and doesn't do much to build excitement before matches. Cricket 24 follows a similar path to Cricket 22. While national anthems are still included, they now only play during significant matches like test games, which makes their absence in regular matches noticeable, since there was room for improvement. The only notable difference is the way players run onto the field at the start compared to the normal walking pace in Cricket 22. All things considered, Cricket 19 easily wins in terms of presentation. It delivers the most immersive and energetic experience of the 3 games. When it comes to pitch degradation, Cricket 19 offers visible cracks on the surface, though they don't look very realistic. Cricket 22 on the other hand completely misses out on this feature, making pitches look bland and generic. Thankfully, Cricket 24 added pitch degradation in a later update and it looks fantastic, adding some much needed depth to gameplay. All 3 games feature beautifully designed stadiums, but Cricket 24 stands out with a wider selection including several licensed Indian and Pakistani grounds, which adds to the authenticity. Surprisingly though, the crowd in Cricket 19 looks more vibrant and colourful than in the newer titles. In Cricket 19, the batting mechanics are well tuned, offering a mix of realism and accessibility that appeals to both casual players and cricket enthusiasts. The controls feel responsive and the shot variety allows players to execute everything from delicate flicks to powerful lofted drives. Timing plays a crucial role, adding a layer of challenge and making it satisfying when shots connect perfectly. However, the AI's batting can become predictable, with certain strokes such as leg side pulls being overused even for balls that don't suit them. Bowling in Cricket 19 provides an enjoyable challenge, with both spin and fast bowlers having a distinct impact. Spin bowlers can extract drift and sharp turn, while seamers benefit from variations that produce edges, especially on higher difficulty settings. However, despite solid gameplay, fielding AI detracts from the experience. Issues like players running past balls, slow reactions and unnecessary boundary mishaps are common, interrupting the otherwise smooth flow of the game. While enjoyable overall, Cricket 19 struggles with these immersion-breaking glitches. Cricket 22 builds on the foundation of its predecessor with refined batting mechanics and smoother animations. Players can now adjust shots using aftertouch, adding an extra layer of control, though it can feel a bit awkward at first. Batting flows well, with animations feeling more polished and transitions smoother, especially when playing aggressive shots. However, the core batting mechanics remain similar to Cricket 19, which can make the game feel more like an incremental update rather than a complete overhaul. On the bowling side, small improvements are noticeable, particularly in the effectiveness of pace bowlers and the variation of dismissals. Spin bowlers still benefit from some solid controls, but the AI now adapts better during longer matches, making the experience more engaging. Unfortunately, fielding remains the weakest aspect. Familiar issues such as AI players fumbling simple catches or carrying the ball over the boundary line persist and can become frustrating. Also, AI struggles against spin bowling in test matches, making it really easy for you to get them out. Although Cricket 22 introduces better visuals and smoother transition between deliveries, the fielding flaws hinder the sense of progress, leaving players feeling that more substantial changes were needed. With Cricket 24, batting reaches new heights in terms of smoothness and animation quality. The shot library has been expanded, allowing players to execute a great range of strokes, especially suited for high-pressure T20 scenarios. the gameplay feels refined, with batting becoming the most enjoyable part of the game. However, for long-time players of the series, the batting mechanics may feel a bit too familiar, as they haven't changed significantly from the previous two titles. Bowling offers minor improvements, especially in terms of pitch deterioration and the responsiveness of spin. Pace bowlers can still use aftertouch to generate late movement, creating realistic swing and seam deliveries. But the mechanics don't differ much from Cricket 22. While the bowling gameplay is engaging, players have noted that additional bowling actions or new mechanics would have been welcome. Unfortunately, the fielding issues that plagued previous entries are still present. AI players occasionally make poor decisions, leading to boundary mishaps or missed catches which can disrupt the game's flow. Visually, Cricket 24 is a step up with improved lighting, crowd dynamics and day-night transitions, but the persistent fielding glitches prevent it from feeling like a truly polished product. Ultimately, Cricket 24 offers the most refined experience in the series but doesn't introduce enough new elements to be considered a groundbreaking sequel. In summary, each game in the series brings improvements, but the core mechanics remain largely consistent. Cricket 19 delivers enjoyable gameplay but is marred by fielding glitches. Cricket 22 refines the experience with smoother animations and better AI, though familiar issues persist. Finally, Cricket 24 offers the most polished version of the series with better visuals and batting mechanics, but it still struggles to move beyond its predecessors in meaningful ways. Players looking for incremental improvements will enjoy the series' evolution, but those seeking a completely new experience might feel underwhelmed by the familiar gameplay and recurring issues. For more reviews and comparison between cricket games, click on the playlist right now on your screen. Until next time, it's goodbye from me. Take care, have a nice one.